Hello and a very warm welcome to Trinity URC's very special Christingle Messy Church celebration. With Christmas just a few days away now, I hope you're feeling as excited as I am, and I hope you feel all ready for a few days ahead. I wonder how you've been preparing for Christmas this year. I suspect it's been very different to how you might have prepared in the past, but I hope you've managed to catch up with friends and family, either virtually or in person. I hope you've written the odd Christmas card and hopefully you received some too. Have you decorated your house? Have you got a tree? And are there presents underneath? I hope you made your Christmas list a long time ago. I wonder if you've spotted who's sitting on the tree behind me. I can't touch him because he's magic, but his name is Buddy, and he visits our family every December to come and keep an eye on us and see what we are up to. And Buddy arrived in our house again on the 1st of December. I wonder if you've got somebody similar who comes to visit you during December. So the time of Advent is a really great time of preparation and anticipation and excitement for the coming of Jesus and all the joy that he brings. If you've been in church over the time of Advent, you will have seen that each week a different candle has been lit, or perhaps you've been at home and lighting the candle that was sent to you. The 4 candles, one being lit each week, represent hope, peace, love and joy. There's something really relaxing and reassuring about looking at the flickering of a flame and how the light produced by the flame displaces the darkness. And it can help us think about what Jesus said in the book of John, chapter 8, verse 12, where he said, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will be the light of life." It can often get so busy in the lead up to Christmas with all the preparations and the fun and thinking about gifts and food and seeing our friends and our family that we forget about the real meaning of Christmas, and we forget about that really special night a long, long time ago when a star settled over a shed in a small town in Bethlehem. And inside that shed, some wonderful things happened that night. Some visitors came from afar. It was cold and it was dark. It was a starlit night. And it wasn't a very nice place to spend the evening. But the wonderful news had been shared by an angel. But what's missing from this scene? I'm sure you know, and we'll come back to that again in a little while. Whilst we're thinking about candles and the light that they give us in the darkness, I thought you might like to have a go at this pretty stained glass window candle decoration. All you need is some black card, and here I've cut some black card out in a circle shape and I've drawn my candle shape on top of there with a pencil. Then I cut out around the candle shape to make my circle, and then on the back I just stuck some orange and some yellow tissue paper. You can add reds, and you've got yourself a little hanging decoration. If you add some ribbon, put it on your Christmas tree. Now, I don't know about you, but I really enjoy all the wonderful food at Christmas time. It's a great excuse for eating things that I might not normally have to eat. So this little fun activity is still candle based, and for this you need a little mini roll chocolate, some fondant icing, and I've got some yellow and some red icing pens there. And all you need to do is roll out some of the fondant icing and wrap your chocolate roll in it, and then using some more of the fondant icing, just create a flame shape. And we had great fun, my children had great fun making these. Using the icing pens, we just iced the flame, the colours of the flame, and then we stuck a toothpick in the top of the candles and stuck the flame to them. And there we have some edible candles to brighten up your Christmas table.
Hi, this is Sarah here from Junior Church. Today we're going to be making one of these lollipop stick sequined Christmas tree decorations to think about the star and the light of the star that guided the 3 wise men and the shepherds to Jesus in the manger. So things you're going to need today. You're going to need some lollipop sticks. They sell these in lots of places, but I saw a nifty pack for just £1 from Pie and Poundland. So you're going to need 5 of those. You're going to need some glue. I use the Hobbycraft PVA glue. A hot glue gun is also really good because that sticks really quickly. I've got a spreader. Then now I've gone quite classic with my sequin colours. I've gone for bronzes and golds because my tree this year is bronze, blue and gold. So sequins, they're available in lots of different places. And then I've got this pink ribbon for tying on the top of the star. Now we're going to put the star together, and this is the tricky bit. You have to just play with it a little bit to get the angles right. So I'm going to start off with making a sort of a V like that, coming down here, then across, and then like that. So there's my star, but you can play around with it until you get it looking quite right. And then once it's in place, you can then glue it. Okay, I've glued mine now. Now, ideally, you glue it and then you wait for it to dry before you put on the sequins. So what I did is last night, I did the framework for the star and then I put the sequins on today. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. You just have to be a little bit more careful because it's not quite stuck, so it's not the rigid star that it will be by the time you've finished. So then, for the sequins, you're simply putting a trail of glue shaking out some sequins. Oh, we've got a lovely circular one with little ridges there, little star. And you're just putting these on until you've covered all the sides. Okay, so here's the star, just waiting to dry with the sequins on it. And then the only thing to remain is tying a piece of ribbon in a complementary colour to the top, and then it can go on the tree.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? The shy shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear? A song with a voice as big as the seas, with a voice as big as the seas. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, "You know what I know, know what I know, in your palace warm, mighty king. Do you know what I know, know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold." Said the king to the people everywhere, "Listen to what I say, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say, listen to what I say. This child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. Cool the world at every Christmas time. Can you sing what I sing? Can you sing what I sing? A song in your heart you will find. Can you sing what I sing? Can you sing what I sing? This child lives on from above, smiling down on each one of us, and around with faith and love. You hear what I To make a salt dough tea light holder, you will need 250 grams of flour, 125 grams of salt, and 125 milliliters of water. Mix it all together to make a dough and shape them any way you like. We rolled them into balls and used cookie cutters. Decorate or paint them any way you like.
I'm just going to read you a story now called Jesus' Christmas Party by Nicholas Allen. And I'd like you to look out during the story at how many sources of light you can see. I hope you enjoy it. So this story takes us all the way to Bethlehem, and here is our innkeeper. There was nothing the innkeeper liked more than a good night's sleep. But that night there was a knock at the door. "No room," said the innkeeper. "Oh, but we're tired and we've travelled through night and day. There's only one stable round the back. Here's 2 blankets. Sign the register." So they signed it, Mary and Joseph. Then he shut the door, climbed the stairs, got into bed, and went to sleep. But then later, yep, you guessed it, there was another knock at the door. Excuse me, I wonder if you could just lend us another smaller blanket? There, one smaller blanket, said the innkeeper. Then he shut the door, climbed the stairs, got back into bed, and went back to sleep. But then a really bright light woke him up. That is all I need, said the innkeeper. Oh, he's feeling grumpy now. Then he shut the door, he climbed up his stairs, he drew the curtains, he got back into bed. He's feeling really, really tired now. And he went back to sleep. Can you guess what happened next? Yep. There was another knock at the door. Hi, yeah, we are 3 shepherds. Well, what's the matter? Said the innkeeper. You lost your sheep? No, we've come to see Mary and Joseph. Round the back, said the innkeeper. So, yep, he shut the door, he climbed the stairs, he got back into bed. He's so tired now. And he went fast asleep again. But then, yep, there was another knock at the door. I wonder who it was this time. Oh, hello. We are 3 kings and we've come to round the back, shouted the innkeeper. And the kings were so surprised by his reaction, it's made them jump. He slammed the door, he climbed those stairs, he got back into bed, and he went to sleep. He is not feeling very happy now. But then a chorus of beautiful music woke him up. Right, that does it, he shouted. So, he got out of bed, he stomped down the stairs, he threw open the door, he went round the back, he stormed into the stable, and he was just about to speak when... Shh! Whispered everybody. You'll wake the baby. A baby? Said the innkeeper. Yes, a baby has this night been born. Oh, said the innkeeper, looking crossly into the manger, because he was feeling really cross by now, wasn't he? And just at that moment, suddenly, amazingly, his anger seemed to fly away. Oh, said the innkeeper, isn't he lovely? In fact, the innkeeper thought he was so special that he woke up all the guests at the inn so that they could come and have a look at the baby too. So no one got very much sleep that night at all. The end. I wonder how much sleep you'll be getting the night before Christmas. And I also wonder how many sources of light you managed to spot during that story. You can see there Jesus with his halo over his head. The stars were shining brightly, the angels were shining, the moon was shining up in the sky, and the innkeeper and his friends were all carrying candles as their main source of light in the darkness. I hope you enjoyed that story. So before I tell you a little bit more about the tradition of the Christingle and what each part means, I just want to show you what you're going to need so that you can be all ready. So of course you need to have a nice big orange. You need some red tape or ribbon to wrap around the centre of your orange, perhaps fasten with some sellotape. You need to have a candle to stick in the middle of your orange. I'm using birthday cake candles, but you could use something a little bit more robust if you have one. You need 4 toothpicks, these here, to stick in your orange. And you also need to have some sweeties or perhaps some dried fruits if you would rather, to stick onto your cocktail sticks. The softer the better, so that you don't end up hurting yourself on the cocktail sticks as you put the sweeties on. Once you're ready, we can get going. Okay, so we're now just getting our Christingles ready, but first of all, a little bit of history about Christingles.
Making Christingles is a tradition that goes back in time to 1747 in Germany, when a bishop started handing out an orange with a red ribbon to his children in his church to teach them about Jesus.
But actually, it's only in recent decades that they've become really popular in churches. And in 1968, a man called John Pensome, who was described in his Church Times obituary as Mr. Christingle, used it to raise money for the Children's Society charity. Children would bring small purses to church with a few coins in it in exchange for an orange with a ribbon around the middle. And in recent years, we've always held a Christingle at Trinity on Christmas Eve, and I'm quite sure we will again next year. But what does each part of the Christingle represent? Well, the orange represents the globe, the earth, our world. The red ribbon around the centre of the orange represents the blood that was shed by Christ. And the 4 cocktail sticks that you should have ready represent north, south, east and west. And the sweets on the cocktail sticks, or the dried fruits, they represent the goodness of Christ. But there's one thing missing, and that is our candle to go in the centre of the orange to represent Jesus being the light of the world. And please, if you're not an adult, ask an adult to use a match or a lighter to light your candle, and your Christingle is made.
Oh. Hey, Bubblegum, what are you up to?
Oh, hi Lavender. I was just trying to make some Christmas decorations.
Christmas decorations? What were you trying to make?
Oh, I was trying to make one of these.
A Christingle?
Yeah, one of those. The trouble is, Lavender, I'm not sure I have all the things that I need.
Oh, you don't need much to make a Christingle, Bubblegum. Do you have an orange?
An orange? Well, I have,
You see, an orange represents the world we live in.
well, I've got one of these.
Wow, that's a big orange, Bubblegum. Just a moment. Your orange has a face.
Yeah, he's called Jaffa. He's my friend.
Hello. Oh, hi, Jaffa.
What do I need next?
Well, the next thing you need is a red ribbon.
Well, I've got this.
The ribbon represents Jesus' blood, which he gave for us, you see.
Do you mind if I wrap you in this, Jaffa?
Whatever.
There we go, Jaffa. Are you okay? I think he's okay.
Then you need some pointy cocktail sticks.
Cocktail sticks?
Yeah, you put some sweets on them, and then you stick them in the orange. Just like this.
You know, Lavender, I'm not sure this is going to work.
Oh, there's only one thing left now. A candle.
A candle?
Yeah, you set light to it, then you stick it in the orange.
Which you light? Oh,
Here we go. Help! 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 Get me out of here!
oh no, Jaffa! Don't go!
I think he's gone, Bubblegum.
Oh no! Now I'll never be able to make a Christingle.
Oh, don't worry, Bubblegum. Why don't we sing a song whilst I see if we can find any real oranges?
But I don't know any songs about Christingles. Do you?
Well, I know one called Hope of Heaven. Do you think they can join in?
Can you join in? Yeah, they can join in.
Here we go then.
Light up a candle and hold out the globe. Here in the darkness, the light of the world. Wrapped in the ribbon, the love that he showed, and swings as a sign of his goodness. A life really given, a love we can know, the light of the world never with us. Hope of heaven in our darkness, he came to earth, bringing peace and light. Hope of heaven, full of kindness, you can shine your light in this candle that I hold. Why don't you have a go?
Oh, okay. When do I start?
You'll know.
Here we go then. Light up a candle and hold out the glow. Here in the darkness, the light of the world. The red in the ribbon, the love that he showed, as sweet as a sign of his goodness. A life really given, a love we can know, the light of the world ever with us. Hope of heaven in our darkness, you came to earth, bringing peace and light. Hope of heaven, full of kindness, come shine your light in this candle that I hold. Light up a candle and hold out the globe. Here in the
darkness the light of the world.
Hey, that was a great song, Lavender. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Yeah, but look! I found lots of oranges we can use. Oh wow! Now we can make lots of Christingles, Lavender. And they'll remind everyone that Jesus is the light of the world. And if we share his love and peace, we can all have hope of heaven this Christmas. Yeah! We hope you have hope of heaven this Christmas too. Happy Christmas, everyone!
Of course you know who was missing from this scene. Of course it was the baby Jesus, the most important part of our story, because baby Jesus was born in the stable that night and he was sent by God to earth to be with us. And so you might say the most important part of our Christingle today is that central flame, reminding us that Jesus is ever present in the darkness and that he is the light of the world.
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.
The cattle are lowing the baby away, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love you, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side until morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care and fit us for heaven
To live with thee there.
Jesus, light of the world, as I hold this Christingle and think about your great love for me, help me to take this light out into the world and to share your love with others, especially those who need it most. Amen.
As I hold this Christingle, I ask you to keep us shining this Christmas time. Help us to remember the sacrifices you made for us and how you shine brightly like a beacon in our lives. Bring us hope and happiness this Christmas time, that we may see your light in the darkness. Amen.
So all that is left to do is to wish you a really happy Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. On behalf of myself and all of the Messy Church team at Trinity, Merry Christmas. Did you hear that? I really must go.